Hey everybody, welcome to Face the Music. I'm Dave. Back again. It's been a little while. I know for those of you who follow the channel, I'm sorry. It's been a little bit of a break. I haven't been on vacation. Just been really super busy, as I'm sure most of you are as well. So I apologize for the little absence there, but I'm getting back into it tonight. And then hopefully going forward, we'll have a lot more new episodes for you guys. Just go ahead and jump into it. Before we get started, going to go ahead and hit the album of the day. Okay, so today I've got the Police, Every Breath You Take, the singles album. Okay, this is a great album. I love the Police. They've got some fantastic music. You can see some of the songs on here: Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You, Walking on the Moon. I mean, all their great hits are here, including in two of my favorites, King of Pain and Wrapped Around Your Finger. Both of these, the last two on this album from the Synchronicity album released in 1983. Those are some fantastic songs. Unfortunately, they don't get a lot of airplay because whenever the Police are played, usually, some of these other songs are played, especially this one right here, Every Breath You Take. Now, this is a great song. Don't get me wrong, but I tell you, I just got a little tired of it over the last number of years. Whenever I would hear, like when the Police would come on, this was the song that the DJ would play, Every Breath You Take. And I think it's a great song, fantastic song. But there's a lot of other great stuff as well that they should maybe focus on. Not just one song, but, play some others. And like I say, these last two, love them. Don't hear them enough. But if you guys like the Police, if you're fans of the Police, check out this album. Check out all their other solo albums. Great stuff. Okay, so now today, because I've been gone for a little while, and I sat down the other day and I was like, okay, there's a lot of stuff that I want to get to. And I, made a little list of songs that I, started coming to my mind, like, I want to do this song, I want to do that song, I want to do this song, and I've already got, already had a list already kind of prepared prior to that. But now there are a couple songs that I want to get to that are kind of big in the news. Now, for those of you who are viewing here in the States, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's a couple of songs that are just kind of in the news all the time. Going to be getting to those, hopefully, if I can get YouTube to let me play them here on the on this reaction channel. Now, for those of you who are outside of the States, maybe you're not entirely familiar with what I'm talking about, and so when I get to those, hopefully within the next week or two, then I'm going to make sure I very much clarify what I'm talking about. But because I've been gone, I was thinking about all the songs that I want to do, and I decided, what's a better way to get started back into the groove outside of Sabaton. Okay, so I was going to do I'm going to be actually doing Primo Victoria. Now, I know that what the song talks about, and I was actually going to do a different video, but I decided to go ahead and go with a live video because I tell you, live concert footage is absolutely fantastic. And as I've said before, especially with artists that I don't know anything about, I'm not going to listen to the song and I'm not going to review the footage prior to actually putting the song on my channel because I want to make it a great reaction, not only for myself, but for you guys as well. Now, a lot of music that I feature on this channel, a lot of it I actually already know, but as you already know as well, if you've been following this channel for a while, part of my goal is to not only play music that I'm not familiar with, but also that I am familiar with, because I also want to introduce great music to those of you who haven't maybe heard the songs before, haven't heard them in a while, maybe weren't familiar with them in terms of like the song or maybe who the artist was, and also to bring back great memories for you guys who are familiar with the music, just to kind of relive the music for yourselves. So anyways, going to get into it. This is a live concert performance, and it looks like it says it's live, the Great Tour in Frankfurt. I'm looking at this video was put on 3 years ago, so I don't know if this video is from. I haven't actually taken a look at it to see if it was from 3 years ago or if it's from further back, possibly from further back. I don't know. Maybe you guys, when you see this, and those of you who are Sabaton, you know all about the band, you can maybe let me know when exactly this was. I don't think that it's actually listed on here when this actually was. I could look it up when the Great Tour, I'm assuming that was only one that was called that. It says July 18th, 2020, so maybe it was here very recently. I don't know. But if I'm not mistaken, this song actually came off of their their debut album, their debut album. I believe that's what I read. So anyways, don't know anything about it, but knowing Sabaton and what I've already reacted to on this channel, I'm looking forward to a great song and a great video. So no more talking. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Here we go. Sabaton live and Primo Victoria.
Наша славная Родина, ее свобода, ее независимость. Под знаменем Ленина вперед!
No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing ground, we shall never surrender.
That's right.
1600年我らは未だかつて戦いに敗れたことを知りません
And I've got some great stage setups. This is fantastic. Wow. This is awesome.
To the gates of hell, as they make their way to heaven with the Nazi lion.
These guys are great.
We've been dreaming for years, the ready to strike. It's a great operation begins. The first bits on shore, the first ones to fall. Soldiers must fall and they fall. The done, the pay, the lives has the price. History's written today. It is burning inferno, and nothing remains. As the forces are lost on the beach. Aiming for heaven, serving in hell. Victory's lost. Jump! The gates of hell. Let's make our way to heaven. That's the lies. Primo Victoria. On the 6th of June. On the shores of Western Europe. And going home. D-Day upon us. We've been here before. Is this kind of war? Crossfire grind through the sand. Orders were easy. It's kill or be killed. Not on both sides where they spare. The North they will pay. Their lives are surprise. This war is written today. And we are at war with the Axis again. This time we know what will come. Aiming for heaven, we're serving in hell. Victory's fast. Jump to the gates of hell. Let's make our way to heaven. The last few lives. Primo Victoria. On the 6th of June. On the shores of Western Europe. And the 44. D-Day upon us.
That was fantastic. That was great. And there you have it. Sabaton live from Frankfurt. Looks like in 2020. and Primo Victoria, I believe that means victory first. A fantastic song, you know. I mean, a couple of things I took away from that. First of all, that was great footage. You know, it's just great to see when a band is performing and playing and they're doing it live, and they can just be such great professionals, have such a great song that they're doing, and they can still cut up with the cameraman, and they can still be goofy, so they're not necessarily taking themselves seriously, but they're actually singing about a serious theme, and it's all kind of meshing together so perfectly. That was fantastic. If I'm not mistaken, that song was about the Allied invasion of Normandy, and all, as you guys already know if you're Sabaton fans, and if you don't know, all of Sabaton's songs, pretty much, as far as I know, are all about military-related events and war and things like that. But they give you a great historical perspective on all those events through their music. Just fantastic, just absolutely great. You know, and it was one of those things. I looked at that, and I didn't think about it until like I was watching the footage, and I thought, you know, I actually went, and this was late '80s, I think early '90s. I think it was early '90s. If that is in Frankfurt, that looks like that might be the Frankfurt Festhalle. So if there's anybody here, you know, watching this who's ever been to the Frankfurt Festhalle in Frankfurt, Germany for concerts, if that's that building, I was there in that building back in the early '90s when Garth Brooks, featured him here on the channel before, you know, big time American country singer, you know, was just kind of starting off, and he came over and did a tour in Germany. I was over there with my family at the time. I was still just a teenager, and watched well, actually I wasn't a teenager. I guess it was early 90s. I was probably just like in my early 20s. Just came out of my teen years, and watched him. I think Martina McBride was there that night, and went to a country concert. So I think that was probably the same building. Again, it's been so long, but it looked very familiar. Anyways, but just that was a fantastic song, and you know, and it just was one of those things too, where it's a little bit disappointing because at the very end of the video, whenever you know the video is about to go away, then all of a sudden, you know, little icons pop up, you know, merchandise here, and then the Sabaton logo, and I know the song is about to end, but I'm just really getting into it. But that was just a great song. Again, I can't say anything about these guys that's negative as far as I've ever like heard any songs of theirs or watched any of their videos. Always professional, put on, and that looks like a fantastic show. I know a lot of you viewers have probably been to Sabaton shows. If you don't mind, put down in the channel in the comments maybe a brief story. If you've ever met the band, if you know any personal stories, you know, if you know anything about them on a personal level, or just what was your experience going to a concert, that's got to be fantastic. They put like such a great set together. It looks like in terms of the stage, you know, setup. That's just great. You know, again, I wanted to get back out here. Like I said, you know, at the outset, I'd been gone for a little bit, but I wanted to come back and then start off with a bang. That's the way to start off. I knew I was going to do a good Sabaton song because I knew it was going to be a Sabaton song, right? So I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't know that it was going to be just a fire-rocking banger just like that one. So, again, I'm going to be getting these guys back out here again. You know, I don't, you know, feature them every single episode because there's a lot of other great artists out there to feature, but I'm going to be having them out here again very shortly for sure. Okay. I enjoyed that. Hope you did as well. Whew. Okay. Anyways, well, that's it for today. You know, and I didn't say it at the beginning, but if you're not a subscriber to this channel, please go ahead and do me a favor. Reach on over, hit that subscribe button. Join this big family. We keep all this great music alive here on this channel. Great stuff. Also, if you want to check out previous content, go ahead and check down below. I have a hashtag Face the Music Reactions, or simply go to the playlist section. It'll take you to another area where all my previous content is stored. You'll find a lot of other great songs and music and artists that I'm sure you'll enjoy as well. Come on back. We've got a lot of other great stuff in store for you. A lot of other great music coming up. I'll see you next time right here again on Face the Music. Take care.